Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Commanders on Sunday night primetime.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a gridlock starter between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get out.
first and 10. Jennings over the middle, complete. It's Frazier. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on second down. Jennings toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his... And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. From the 39, Mahomes.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On the draw is Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Patrick Mahomes scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 37-yard line.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Akers will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding. Offense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Mahomes now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Jennings got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jennings to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So out now come the Cardinals. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jennings over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jennings. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Again the juke. Touchdown, Washington.
Jonathan Taylor,
33 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jennings.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jennings. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jennings to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 22, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
143 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jennings.
Open man is Chase, complete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Devin Singletary, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, it's Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up
up the middle. Here's Taylor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams, 32 yards.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Jennings under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second and a yard, Mahomes, right side to Williams. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.